Hi, I'm Doug Sturdivant. I teach language arts on track 3, 6th grade. This is my 12th year at Durant Road Middle School and my 27th year of teaching, believe it or not. It started when I was 10 years old. I went to UNC Chapel Hill, go Heels. In language arts, we'll be covering grammar, literature, nonfiction, literary analysis, context clues, vocabulary, and so much more. This is just a hint of what we're going to cover. Also, very important in my class is the reading log, because it counts as a 100 test grade once every 9 weeks. And all I ask is that each student read 10 minutes per night and the parents sign off on it. And we'll tell you more about this when we're in like an open house situation. I enjoy reading, traveling, Shakespeare, my cats, all kinds of things. One thing I wanted to mention to you is about flipping the classroom. This is a fairly new concept that started at Durant last year, where teachers put a lot of information online for their students so they can learn online and then come to class ready to ask questions. Well, I will have some of that in language arts. It works for some aspects of language arts, but not all language arts, because predominantly our focus is reading comprehension, and it's kind of hard to teach that with a flipped lesson. So be looking out for some flipped lessons from me, but not a whole lot. You're going to get a lot more from my teammates, and they're going to explain more about that to you in just a moment. Let's see that one.
My name is Chrissy Myers and I teach science. This is my 16th year of teaching, and all of those years of teaching have been here at Durant Road Middle School. I attended Edinboro University of Pennsylvania. It's in Erie, Pennsylvania. The best thing about that area, it snows all the time, which is why I now live in the South. In science, we cover basically 4 large topics throughout the school year: matter, Earth's lithosphere, space, and ecology. And your students will be doing various activities in those 4 basic areas. Some personal information: I love the city of Pittsburgh. I'm from there originally, so a huge Steelers, Pens, and Pirates fan, ready for football season to start. I have an 8-year-old son. His name is Cohen. He goes to Durant Elementary. I have a 4-year-old little girl. Her name is Emerson. Some things I like to do: I like to go to the beach, I like to read, cook, and spend tons of time with my friends and family. So I'm here to talk about the flipped lesson that Mr. Sturdivant mentioned, and you are right now watching what we call a flipped classroom. And there's 2 basic things that you need to understand. One is it maximizes our class time. It gives us the opportunity for students to come to class already prepared with some content knowledge, so we can use our class time to dig deeper into that content, more application of facts instead of just taking notes in class, which chews up a lot of class time if we're spending a lot of time doing that. The expectations with a flipped lesson. First, you need to know students are given adequate time to watch a flipped lesson. In math class, typically that time frame is shorter. They'll be given a topic and a flipped lesson that they possibly could have to watch that night, and then have notes ready for the next day. In science and social studies, we give upwards of a week sometimes to watch a flipped lesson. And the reason ours gets a little more time is sometimes because of content. Ours are a little bit longer. Students are assessed on the material each time a lesson is due. It could be in the form of an open note quiz. It could be in the form of a lab in science. It could be in the form of an activity within the class to assess what they understood from that flipped lesson. We understand that not every student has internet access, so if students don't have internet access, we do provide them computers and electronic devices here at school in order to watch those flipped lessons, but it's their responsibility to schedule that time. They need to come to us and say, I don't have internet access at home, could I please come back at lunch and watch that video, or use the time in the morning to watch a flipped lesson. So you're going to see this a lot in math, science, and social studies, unlike Mr. Sturdivant said, even in his class, but not to the extent that you'll see it in math, science, and social studies.
My name is Ashley Damaris, and I am the math teacher for Track 3 6th grade. I teach Common Core Math and Common Core Math 6+. I'm an App State graduate, and this year we do join the Sun Belt, so bring it on. In our class, We're going to cover several different topics: percentages, decimals, ratios, fractions, geometry, exponents, algebra, you name it. There's a lot of stuff that we will cover. So a little bit about myself. I do have 3 children. My daughter Haley is going to be a 6th grader this year. Sutton, my middle daughter, will be a 2nd grader, and Davis, my youngest, is in pre-K. He not quite making the kindergarten mark this year. Some things that I like to do outside of school: I love to go to the beach, read, spend time with family and friends. I like shopping, and I like to garden. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about academic expectations on our team. We do expect all students to come prepared to class with their materials: paper, pencils, binders, their homework, etc. We do ask that students become an active participant in our classrooms. We ask that students turn in assignments in a timely manner. And the work quality that we expect out of students is that they always complete that assignment, and it's done to the best of their ability. If students put forth 100% effort, they're going to get 100% return from our team. Next thing we're going to talk about is Gear Up, and this is a new class for us this year. On your child's schedule, it will actually show up as guided study. It will be at the very beginning of the day. It's a 30-minute class period. It's usually set aside for remediation and enrichment. Students are going to focus on skills, which should positively impact all content areas and objectives. The skills that students are going to work on are going to include these, but are not limited to the ones I have listed here. Some examples of things would be annotation, time management, organization, vocabulary building, reading comprehension, logic and reasoning, data analysis, and study skills. We're very excited about Gear Up, and we hope that we will be able to reach all the needs of our students, whether it be a remediation issue or an enrichment issue.
Hi, my name is Caroline Miles. I am the social studies teacher for 6th grade Track 3. I attended NC State, so I'm a huge Wolfpack fan. Go Pack! I actually have 2 degrees from there. Today, or this year, we'll study ancient civilization. So we'll start actually with 5 themes of geography and then move into Mesopotamia and Egypt, ancient Rome and Greece, and actually finish up with ancient China. So personal information, I love to travel. I love to actually go to the beach with my family. Mr. Miles, my husband, actually works at Durant. He is the technology facilitator here. We have 1 dog named Mia, and this is my 5th year teaching. So one of the most important things we want to stress to you is methods of communication with us, your students' teachers. So one of the things that is very important that you guys pay attention to is our team website. Weekly announcements will be posted on the team website, usually on Friday, and you can actually sign up on our team website to get email alerts for when these posts are posted to our website. Here is our web address. You can actually get to that off of the Durant homepage as well. Also, all core teachers will have their own personal website that they will update weekly. To get to those personal websites, they are actually linked from the team website. One important thing on the team website is what we call a request a conference form. You can go on there and click a button that says request a conference, and you can fill out the information, and that form will actually email the team alerting us that you would like to request a conference for your student, and then we will get in touch with you to figure out the time and day that works best for us and for you. One thing we do want to stress is that email is the best form of communication for us because it is fast and it is easy. If you call at the school, it will take some time for us to call you back. Since we have students all morning, we actually will not have students in the afternoon starting about 1:45. So if you do call, that's about the time where you will receive a call back if you call in the morning. But here's our email address. For Mr. Sturdivant, it's wsturdivant@wcpss.net. For Ms. Myers, it's cmyers1@wcpss.net. For Ms. Damaris, please make sure you pay attention. It's actually AE Damaris@wcpss.net. And then for me, it's cmiles2@wcpss.net. here is the school office number, and here is our guidance number. Our guidance counselor for track 3 is Marsha Morton. So if you ever have an issue that you would like to talk to her about, here is a number that you can reach her, and they can get you in contact with her. One of the most important things for communication for our team is something called Power Schools. This is an imperative tool to ensure student success. This is a program that actually allows for students and parents to access their students' most up-to-date grades. Now, we have been told that students will get their own login. When that happens, we will let students know and they will come home with that login information, but parents as well can sign up for their own account. The way that they can do that, you can do it at open house, or you can even do it in the office at any time, but all you have to provide the office is a valid ID due to student privacy issues. We ask that all parents have and students have this Power Schools account so that you are constantly in communication with us. If there's an issue with grades or something that you don't understand, this is a great resource for you to use. We are very excited to work with this new group of students. Again, feel free, our communication lines are very open. That is actually the beauty of a flip lesson. That phone you hear, flip lessons are one-take videos. So we are very excited to work with you guys. If you have any questions, just please let us know.